Hi guys, it's Sam here with Bargain Hunting Blonde, and today I have for you a small but exciting Hermes haul featuring a mini bag, a much sought after mini bag that I was very excited to get, and then kind of story time on the other bags that I was offered. So first though, let's start out with this, which is in a hard box. If you know, you know, which for the first time ever, I'm actually shook. This has never appeared for me. So it is a jewelry piece. I actually got the little like responsible certificate thing for the jewelry with the registration number and the date and the store. I have never gotten this. You guys know how many pieces of Hermes jewelry I own? I'm currently only wearing one. Normally I'm wearing 2 to 3 on my fingers. I forgot to put my rings on one hand because it's been a day. I own diamonds from them. I own sterling silver from them. I own rose gold from them. I'm pretty sure the pendant's rose gold. Maybe it's just regular gold. I mean, like, I own a lot. This is the first time I ever got one of these. So I'm actually going to talk to my sales associate about that because I don't know if I'm supposed to have these for all my pieces. Anyone know? If you know, let me know down below. But when I opened my bag and I was like, oh, I got 2 receipts, I was like, but this isn't the receipt envelope. Well then, Hermes, this is the receipt envelope. So yeah, and this receipt was the receipt for my bag repairs and my watch repair, and then the piece that I bought, and then the bag that I bought. So I can tell you guys all the prices because gatekeeping prices doesn't make any sense to me. And it's really hard to find pricing. Like some of you guys, I want to say thank you so much. I was looking at the Twilly with the leather fringe on it, and obviously it's sold out and it's not online. And so I had no idea the price. And I knew it was going to be expensive. It was much more expensive than I was thinking. So I didn't end up asking for it, even though it's very cute. But I appreciate you guys all telling me because it's hard when you were like, okay, well, I want to ask for a piece, but like, it was much more expensive. I mean, it was almost $2,000. And like, that's just not something I was interested in for a Twilly, but it is what it is. Okay. So without further ado, this does have the ribbon from this year, the Hermes 2025 ribbon, and I have made quite a couple purchases, and I think this might be my first or second of this ribbon. Without further ado, let us open. I love these hard jewelry boxes that look like they're normal ones. And it is the Farandole bracelet. So I do have the chunky version of this, which is it's like these all together, and then this is the thin version of it, which I have been trying to get for, oh my gosh, guys, I think like a year and a half now in the size I needed. And so finally we ordered it and it came in because you know how Hermes is. It's just weird like that. So I'm going to layer this with that chunky bracelet to do a stack. And I'm very excited about that. I do not wear my bracelets all like this all the time. I type a lot, like my entire job is typing because I'm an attorney. So this will not be something that is used every day. It's more like date night jewelry, which is what I use the other bracelet for as well. So excited to have this. Excited to actually get some sort of certificate of authenticity that I've never seen before. And I don't want to misquote you guys on pricing because it has gone up in price. Let me look. It was $9.10. So I think when I initially ordered it, it was still in the $700 range, but now it's $910. I don't even want to know what the big one is now. This tariff and price increase, guys, in the US suck. I'm not going to lie. Okay, then without further ado, this is a bag. This was a wishlist bag, but before we get here, I was also offered a mini bolide in gold, but it was very small, and with tax where I live, it's about a little over $7,200, and I just couldn't justify for the price for that style of bag with how small it was. I know some people will think I'm crazy because like gold is a very sought after color, and I actually think my sales associate was kind of shocked, but he did say like that is not on your wish list, and I do have something that is on your wish list, which is what this is. And then he also had, my brain is blanking. He did not have any mini garden parties, which is something I'm really after. And then he did have some Evelyn PMs, which is not something I'm after at the moment either. And there was something else that I was like, oh, other people would have been interested in that. My brain cannot remember what it was. But it was not anything I'm after. So my wish list at the moment was this bag, a mini garden party, a cargo picotin, and then the Kelly that I have been waiting, like, now we're on like 3 years for, which is fine because I want something very specific. And I've been offered other things in the meantime. So without further ado, let's dive in to what's in this baby, which was something on my wish list. He did say the color is different than what you initially asked for, but actually it worked out great because I have something I've not shown to you guys yet that I bought because it was a great pre-loved price from Fashion File. That was in the initial colorway I asked for, and I don't want 2 bags in the same colorway. Hermes, do I do that? Do I have anything that's the same color? I do have 2 mini bags that are the same color, but I bought both pre-loved for less than the cost of one, so that's why I was willing to do the same color. And then I don't think I have anything else from Hermes that's in the same color. I try not to do that because Hermes is too expensive really to repeat colors. And I do have a gold Birkin 35, and then I do have a Barania Birkin in a 30, and they're already very similar in color to the Evercolor mini bolide that I was offered. So without further ado, let me show you what is in here. And she did come with her little like pillow and little care booklet. She was a brand new in box, had not been opened yet, which I appreciate. And it is the, come on dust bag, mini Herbag in noir, so black on black with silver hardware. So I do have 2, so I guess I shouldn't say I don't buy things with the same color because I do have a black Constance with gold hardware, but it is all black leather. And this is a canvas twill. And so I meant I didn't want, so I guess I do have some similar, but they're very different bags. I just try not to do that. Who knows? I'm sure I'll end up doing it again at some point. If I saw something that was like, if it was, for example, like a cargo picotin and it was gold on gold cargo picotin, I would get it because like I really want a cargo picotin, but the mini bolide was not on my wish list and it's very expensive. So this is the mini Herbag in black on black, again, silver hardware. What makes this bag fun, obviously, is it's smaller than the Herbag, which I have 2 of. And then it has a back zip pocket that does, in fact, fit your phone, which is so nice and convenient. And my essay did say, well, this is not normally the color you like, because I'm not really a black girly. And I said, yes, I know, but like I'd be interested in seeing it. And then I tried it on and I was like, this is just going to be so practical for my mom life at the moment. And so I was like, yes, please, I will take that. And this bag retail from the store is $3,050. So I had been watching them on Fashion File. And if you look at them on Fashion File, understandably, they are in the $5,000 to $6,000 range, which is not what I wanted to pay for this bag. So this was one of those bags that I knew I was going to wait for being in store. It is very much like the full-size Herbag, which if you guys know, I have 2. It is just an open compartment in there, which is great. I love that. Super easy. I know people hate the closure on these bags. I just pull the top, I don't do the singles, and we call it a day. And if it pops open like this, which it just did because I didn't get it all the way, not a big deal because as you guys can see, it's staying closed. So I'm lucky that where I live, I'm not super worried about my bag, especially considering like this part will stay, like the inside. Let me show you. Like you can do the inside and it will generally stay closed. So, you know, this is as much as it is open. It's not crazy open. But I do understand that people do hate how hard it can be to get this to stay closed. As you guys will see, it does not want to stay closed at the moment. I do not really, again, care about it being closed, but if you wanted to, an easy way to do that is one strap through will solve your problems. But if you are someone who does not like fiddly closures, the Herbag in either color, any size is not for you. Because they all do this, because this is a like kind of like a vegetable tanned leather, so it is very stiff and it does wear with time as you use the bag more, but it is stiff and so that does make it more difficult to close. So just keep that in mind. If you do not like fiddly closures, the bag is not for you. In the backpack version, in the bigger version, in this mini version, just stay away because it'll drive you nuts. But I was very happy to be offered this. Like I said, this was on my wish list, so now we're down to 3 bags, one of them being a Kelly. You know, I'm sure some new bag, like this is a newer style bag, the Mini Garden Party is a newer style bag. something will pop up, I'll be interested in it, and I'll want it. For example, I like the So Kelly, but I'm sure the So Kelly pricing is going to be crazy. So that might be a no from me. I love the mini plume also, but that bag's like over $8,000 with tax. Can't really justify that one either. So I'm really just hoping and waiting to get those 2 non-quota bags on my wish list, and then the Kelly, I will just continue to wait until I get the perfect bag, which is, if you guys have listened to me rant about my Hermes wish list, I would love a light yellow, a light blue, or like a more unique brown, like a trench or like a beige sort of color. Those are the 3 colors that I'm interested in, with the preference being a light yellow or light blue. So this is my little bag. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. I wanted to do my reveal for you so I could use it. I will definitely do a follow-up review of it. I have been using my more practical Hermes crossbodies for errands and stuff like that, and then just kind of my Birkins, mainly Birkins for date night, occasionally for running errands. It's just not the most efficient, especially when it's raining. I really don't like them getting rained on. I get really stressed. So thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. I would love to know if you would have accepted the mini bolide. Would you have turned it down? What do you guys think about the mini bolide? I will admit, I was kind of shocked at how small it was. It was my first time seeing one in person, and I was kind of like, I don't know what size I was expecting. I think I was expecting more like the Alma BB size, and it is smaller than that. It is small. It makes this bag that I got, I feel like, kind of look big. But I'd love to know your thoughts. I'd love to know if you have the mini Herbag. Have you ever had a Herbag? Does it drive you nuts? Would you be open to buying one? Let me know down below. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.